One of the things that continues to baffle me with my case with regards to Tara Woods, she's William Carpenter's actual wife. I'm not. Obviously, I'm married to James, but that's beside the point. One of the things that concerned me is why they gave Tara my possessions at Edward McGee's drug raid. I know I had stuff that was in the basement, papers and pictures and all this and that. How did she end up with that stuff? Because she's not Tina. I'm Tina. She's Tara. They had this confusion in Clara Pompey's yard, too, that had to be cleared up. There's somebody that asked Mr. Carpenter who he was married to, and he tried to claim he was married to me. Lisa Stitt and Autumn Johnson saw me and Elizabeth St. Cyr at the marathon. It was the day that Uncle Richard had to spend the night in the hospital because he had his second surgery for his prostate because they had not removed part of it and they had to go back in and fix it. Anyway, when we went, after we came from the hospital, because it was a while before he was going to be finished with his surgery, we were going to go back. That's when Lisa and Autumn came up to us at the marathon and said that. They said it was the craziest thing. He was claiming to be my husband, and I told them that's not mine, and they were like, I know, we told them that. And so we have a situation here where evidence was given to Tara that should never have been. Documents, paperwork, all kinds of stuff, because I had some of my legal documents over there because at the time I was living in Kalamazoo. And I just held him at buttons because I trusted him. He was like a god brother to me. So we have a question here as to how Tara ended up receiving my paperwork from the Dowagiac Drug Task Force when they knew she wasn't me. I went to go retrieve my phone from them and I reported it stolen. These guys laughed at me and they asked me to give something of the birth certificate of it was a car title from the car that belonged to me. And then Mr. Carpenter's birth certificate. And I gave them the correct name that was on it in order to verify that I was who I said I was. Tara had stolen the phone that was in my name, and I reported it missing. And I told them that I wanted it back because it didn't belong to her because I still had to pay the bill on it. I wasn't with Mr. Carpenter. He was with Tara. But I'm Tina, and I lived in Kalamazoo. I didn't live with Mr. Carpenter. He lived in Dowagiac at Edward McGee's house. So how did Tara end up with my stuff? Because they saw pictures of my children on her walls, along with other possessions that she was never given. So it doesn't make sense that there's other people too that have things of that nature involved in my case. Pictures that were on my mom's walls and such that verify that there's people that were in that house and took property. So we've got some stuff like that going on here. And there's some identity thefting on the part of Tara Carpenter. So I want the police and the law enforcement to deal with that because it's their police report that sparked some of that stuff. I want to know how they got how they gave her my stuff because nobody's answering for that. God bless America. Have a blessed day. And back the badge.